The movie starts with a war veteran, Ray Francis, just returning to his homeland. This marks his final military service as he intends to leave the armed forces and marry his girlfriend. At the same time, Kelly, an attractive woman, is enjoying herself in a city park. Ray suddenly appears from behind, surprising her. Kelly is thrilled to see him, having expected his return next week. Without delay, Ray proposes to Kelly with a ring. Overcome with surprise and joy, Kelly gladly accepts his proposal. As they prepare to leave the park, she realizes she left her book behind. Ray goes back to retrieve it, and that's when trouble begins. A luxury car with two men inside approaches them. One of the men, Tim, starts flirting with Kelly. Initially, Ray and Kelly ignore them and head to their car. However, Tim exits his vehicle, drops his pants, and exposes himself right in front of Kelly's window. Enraged, Ray attacks the men. Tim draws a knife, and Ray attempts to defend against the assault. In the ensuing struggle, Ray is tragically stabbed to death by the knife. Following the incident, Ray and Kelly consult their lawyer because Ray is now facing murder charges. The lawyer tells Ray he has two challenging options. If Ray pleads guilty, he'll receive a sentence of 2 to 3 years but might only serve 18 months. However, if Ray pleads not guilty, he risks a 5 to 8-year prison term. Essentially, Ray can't avoid prison time regardless of his choice. Ultimately, Ray decides to plead guilty and will serve 18 months. Meanwhile, the scene shifts to the father of the murdered man, Harvey Thompson, who is struggling to come to terms with his son's death. Harvey, who isn't just a regular person, sends someone to uncover Ray Francis's identity and details about his imprisonment location. The story then moves to the prison where Ray will serve his time. We meet Jack Morrison, the person in charge of the prison. Harvey, still grieving his son, visits Jack and asks him to ensure that Ray never gets out of prison. In exchange, he promises a hefty sum, which Jack plans to use to pay his followers for committing his dreadful deeds. The day has come for the inmates to begin their prison sentences. A guard named Rico is welcoming the newcomers. During this time, Ray and several others are instructed to strip completely for a security inspection. Rico begins to despise Ray, especially when Ray tries to defend the man next to him who is being forced to remove his underwear. From day one of his imprisonment, Ray experiences physical interactions with Rico. Later, a guard named Williams escorts Ray to meet Jack Morrison. It's revealed that Ray served in the military for 12 years, including 4 years in Iraq, and received a bravery medal for his service there. Jack tries to appear friendly, pretending he has no hidden agenda, and instructs the guard to take care of Ray. Williams then leads Ray to his cell and cautions him. Within a few days, Ray starts to receive a warm reception from the other inmates. After a scuffle breaks out, another group of inmates, led by Mazin, comes to his aid. It looks like a fight is imminent between the two groups, but Williams steps in and orders them to disperse. Ray is given a job in the prison library. There, he meets an older inmate named David, who explains the book organization to him. On his way back to his cell, Ray is harassed by other inmates, but he stays composed. While reading a diary in his cell, Rico and some others intrude and search his room. An old guard notices a photo of Ray's girlfriend, and Ray has to watch as Rico licks it, wanting to hit the guard but is restrained by 2 other guards, Victor and Fox. Rico then tears up the photo, further angering Ray. Rico orders Ray to take off his shirt and begins to intimidate him, wanting to escalate the situation until Victor steps in to stop him. Later, in the shower, another inmate mistreats Ray, but a big guy named Hammer is impressed by Ray's courage. Hammer then tells Ray to crouch so he can sharpen his own tool. Ray gives Hammer a friendly punch and shoves him away. Rico shows up and starts beating Ray, taking him back to Jack's room. Ray tries to explain that he was merely defending himself against a gay man, but Jack is indifferent and says it's common for them to share sexual encounters there. Ray keeps arguing, and the guards beat him repeatedly. Victor eventually tells them to stop, fearing Ray might be killed. Later, at lunch, Ray reunites with other inmates in the library, including Jade, an 18-year-old. During their chat, Ray notices another convict he fought with at the start of his imprisonment. Ray and David, another inmate, talk about their past. It's revealed that David won't leave prison because, 15 years ago, he and his brother robbed an armored truck, shot 2 security guards, and killed a policeman. His brother died during the robbery, and the stolen money remains undiscovered, known only to David. While they're talking, Rico suddenly comes in and tells Ray he has a visitor. The visitor turns out to be his girlfriend. From afar, Ray smiles widely at Kelly since it's her first visit. Sadly, Their conversation is brief because Rico cuts it short, telling Ray to come inside. Rico then intentionally taunts Ray again by expressing his desire to be with Ray's girlfriend. They attempt to rile Ray up emotionally, but they fail because Ray is very resilient. Later, Ray joins Mazen and his group for a card game. Impressed by Ray's toughness, Mazen offers to protect him while he's in prison. Meanwhile, 18-year-old Jade is working out when he is harassed by Hammer, who had previously tried to assault Ray. Jade, still a young man, nearly gets hit with a dumbbell. Thankfully, Ray intervenes and helps Jade. Officer Williams then arrives to break things up. Ray has been under significant stress from the start. While he's cleaning the toilet, a man who had fought with him earlier suddenly approaches, aiming for revenge. However, Ray easily defends himself and defeats the man. As usual, whenever Ray is involved in a fight, Rico shows up, seemingly aware of Ray's every action. But this time, Rico is accompanied by Jack. Jack, who has been bribed by Harvey and has his own agenda, uses a bat to strike Ray from behind. The next day, the three guards who had taken Jack's bribes meet up, and Victor announces he no longer wants to be part of their scheme. He also warns that he plans to report this to their superiors. After Victor leaves, Williams, the head guard, arrives and is shocked to discover he's been kept in the dark about the situation. He reprimands them for assigning Ray to clean the toilets, as Ray was supposed to work in the library. Williams sternly reminds his subordinates not to make any decisions without his approval again. Rico and Fox then inform Jack that Victor has opted out and threatens to expose their plans. Jack instructs them to handle Victor. The two guards then go to a prisoner's cell, check his bed, find a sharp weapon, and make the inmate kneel and apologize before leaving. When the prisoner is later assigned to toilet duty, he is horrified to discover Victor's body, indicating a murder. Rico and Fox then reappear, revealing this was their plan all along, and they frame the prisoner for Victor's murder due to the weapon. Meanwhile, during free time, Ray talks to David about Mazen. David reveals that Mazen is influential within the prison, running the drug trade with his own gang. Mazen's crew, noticing the chat, approaches Ray and David. Mazen warns Ray to carefully choose his alliances in the prison, as there's a rival gang opposing Mazen's group. While Ray and David are showering, Mazen's gang suddenly arrives and attacks the man who had previously fought with Ray in the bathroom. It is revealed that this man belongs to a rival gang of Mazen. Ray is accused of the man's murder and promptly seeks out the rival gang to explain his innocence. The gang believes Ray's claims that Mazen's group is responsible for the killing. Meanwhile, an 18-year-old boy named Jade is suffering abuse by Hammer in a secluded room. With the lights off, Hammer begins sharpening his sword again. In another part, Ray's girlfriend, who comes to visit him for the second time, receives harsh treatment from two corrupt guards. Kelly is forced to strip for a security check after waiting 2 weeks to see Ray, feeling she has no choice. Ray is furious about her mistreatment, but is powerless to act. Jade eventually finds the courage to fight back against Hammer and fatally stabs him with a screwdriver. Later, Ray is summoned to Mazen's cell, where Mazen is furious over Ray's refusal to join his gang. While Ray is with David, Rico and Fox suddenly take him to a workshop, revealing that Mazen is orchestrating their actions. Mazen then threatens to harm Ray's close associates, including David and Kelly, in an attempt to force Ray into compliance. Rico plans to hurt Ray's hand, causing Ray to lose his patience and attack the two guards. Following this incident, Ray is placed in a dimly lit cell. Williams then confronts Jack in his office, questioning him about ordering the guards to bring Ray to the workshop. Jack denies the allegations and insists that he is in charge of the prison. Ray is treated like an animal and begins to lose his sanity over several weeks. After enduring a long period in solitary confinement, he is finally released and escorted by an unbribed guard. Williams tries to understand why Ray is being mistreated by nearly everyone in the prison. However, Ray remains silent and distrustful. Williams, who turns out to be an ex-soldier like Ray, attempts to help. Once Ray recovers, Mazen seeks revenge and orders Jade to stab Ray. Because Ray has always supported him, Jade can't go through with it. In response, Mazen kills Jade, his own group member, for his refusal. Outraged by his friend's death, Ray is overwhelmed with anger and confronts Mazen's group. He defeats a bald member with 3 strikes and condemns Mazen for killing his own ally. Ray earns the backing of other prisoners and challenges Mazen to a one-on-one fight. Jack is fully aware of the situation, but tells the guards to let them battle it out. Coming from a military background, Ray easily overpowers Mazen. Eventually, Ray strangles Mazen and nearly kills him. However, Upon seeing David shaking his head, Ray realizes he shouldn't kill Mazen and releases him. Suddenly, a knife strikes near Mazen, and Mazen tries to take the opportunity to attack Ray from behind but is stopped by David. In the end, the leader of the rival group kills Mazen by stabbing him. Following this, Williams escorts Ray to meet Jack Morrison, who informs Ray that his prison sentence has been increased. Furious, Ray insults Jack and successfully provokes him. Jack then admits he has been paid to keep Ray in prison. With this information, Williams and his team arrive and arrest Jack, the so-called prison boss. Rico and Fox, the most corrupt guards, are also taken into custody. After everything settles, Ray visits David, who is still alive. During their conversation, David kindly reveals the hidden location of the stolen money. He urges Ray to take the cash and start a fresh, happy life. Additionally, David expresses how much he misses his daughter and asks Ray to give her some of the money. Eventually, Ray is released from prison and receives a farewell handshake from Williams. Ray's girlfriend joyfully welcomes him. Ray then meets David's daughter and hands her a bag of money. Before leaving, he encourages her to visit her father, who has been longing to see her. As the film draws to a close, Williams is shown instructing new inmates to put on their prison uniforms. Among the newcomers is Harvey Thompson, Tim's father, who was responsible for bribing Jack and causing all the previous issues in the prison. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you want to watch more videos like this. Thank you for watching and see you again soon. Take care.